Your emotions and feelings are not the same thing. And this is a really important point to make when it comes to being able to regulate either one of them. And if you want to be seen as any kind of leader to anybody, they have to know that when they come to you with bad news or with something that you didn't expect, that you're not going to explode or collapse in the face of that. So in a nutshell, feelings refers to the physical sensation that you get in your body at any given time when you're in a situation. This could be heart rate going up, could be breathing heavy, could be sweaty palms, could be tingle in the back of your neck. It just depends on what's going on, but that's the feelings. Emotion is the label that you give the feeling depending on the situation you're in. So for example, if my heart rate goes up, my breathing starts to increase, and I get a feeling of like blood rushing to my legs, and somebody has just jumped out from behind a wall at me, that's going to be fear because of what's happening around me. If I have my heart rate increase and my breathing starts to go up and I feel a tingle in the back of my neck and my hands start to clench into fists because somebody has just insulted my wife in front of me, that's going to be anger because of what's going on around me. But notice that a lot of the same physical sensations happen no matter what the context is. The main culprit of these is that heart rate. Very, very common across all sorts of emotions for the heart rate to increase. So being able to, first of all, know the difference between the two, but second of all, take an extra minute. A minute would be great, but even an extra few seconds before you label the feeling you're having to some emotion would be very, very valuable to you in being accurate in what you're feeling. Because often we don't remember in the moment that there's a lot of different things that are affecting the way we're feeling at any given time. And usually, as a really good rule of thumb, the first emotion that you pick, the first label you choose, is wrong. For a couple of reasons. One, there are no pure emotions. Again, emotions is the label you give it. But it's never one thing. It's never just anger. It's anger mixed with a little bit of anxiety or a little bit of fear or a little bit of annoyance. It's never just fear. It's fear plus frustration plus you didn't sleep well plus irritability. It's always a mixture. So if ever you find yourself giving a single label to a feeling, back up a minute because you're wrong. You've got to know you're wrong in that moment. The first emotion is not the right one. We need more time in between when the feeling starts and when we give it the label. And once you break this down into a physical sensation, it becomes easier to think about having some sort of control over it. Not completely, but we don't need completely. We don't want to make the good the enemy of the perfect here. If all we can get is good, that's fine. We're going to go for good. So putting seconds, minutes, even hours in between when we start to get a feeling and when we decide what that feeling is a response to is absolutely key to being able to regulate your emotions in the moment or regulate your feelings in the moment so that you don't go with the first idea, which how often is the first idea the best idea? Not often at all. So it's an important distinction to make, and now we've made it.